G Inspired by God family. How is everyone on today? I am doing this quick video just to let you all know where I am and where I've been and why I haven't done a video in the last, I think it's been 3 weeks now. I just found out yesterday that I have pneumonia in both my lungs, and I have to go back to the doctor tomorrow to find out if they're going to admit me to the hospital, but that's where I've been. And so I want to just talk a little bit about pneumonia and the symptoms, just in case anyone else is like me and have been sick for as long. I've been sick, guys, for 3 weeks. And you would think, you know, you're a nurse, you're around sick people all the time. Why is it that you didn't know to go to the doctor? And I'm just gonna use the excuse that I think I have, and that is I'm a nurse, and nurses don't go to the doctor. One moment, I gotta answer this text. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. That was my baby. I'm picking her up at the mall, and I believe that she should have stayed home because I think she may have pneumonia as well. Anyway, back to my symptoms. So it started off through 3 weeks ago when I did that last video about being a manager or becoming a manager. When I got to church that Sunday, my entire body, I was so sick. I could just feel that something happened, but I thought it was something like a 24-hour or 48-hour cold or something. Anyway, I went to I went to work that week, and I was very sick and tired and body sore, and I had this unrelenting cough that just would not stop. It just cough. And so I decided that I would take that Monday off that following week, because I had gone the whole week that I wasn't feeling good, but I would take that Monday off if I wasn't feeling better. And my original plan was to go to the doctor then, but then I thought, I already know they're going to tell me I have a cold. I don't want to pay a copay for them to tell me I have a cold. I already know I have a cold. Let me just take this medicine and I'm going to feel better. And so I just took medicine, thought I would feel better, and then went to work. And I think, you know, I was feeling a little better. So my husband bought me all types of cough suppressants and cough drops and mucus things. But what I kept feeling was something in my chest where I couldn't get, I felt like I couldn't, like my chest was tight and I couldn't get the phlegm up out of my chest. And so that was what was really bothering me, was the what was in my chest. So it wasn't better by Friday, so I decided to take Friday off from work as well. I also decided that I would stop taking the medicine because I felt like maybe all of that suppressant is what was keeping the mucus or whatever in my chest, and maybe that was why I, you know, felt the way that I felt. And so I stopped taking it, but then I noticed that when I stopped taking it, the cough was back. I started having this really bad headache, and then I had and my body was extremely sore. Like my muscles was really sore, and my back was really sore, and my abdomen muscles was really sore. So again, I went to work on that Monday, and then I noticed that my boss was really sick, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got her sick. And so she called her doctor. Her doctor took her off work until this coming Friday and ordered her some antibiotics. So I figured that since she was taken off from work, that I would wait till she came back, and then I would go to the doctor on Friday so that I could get a Z-Pack or something like that. I thought it would be as simple as that. So that was Tuesday. She was off. So Tuesday I went to work. was not feeling good at all. I went home Tuesday, got straight into bed, stayed in the bed, and then Wednesday when I went to work, I could feel that I had a fever. Every time I coughed, my chest hurt, my whole body hurt. I was so dizzy, and I don't even know how I actually made it to work. And I finished a day of training with my new students, and I didn't even lock the door. I did nothing. I just left them with whoever was coming in next, and I went straight to urgent care. When I went to urgent care and they took my vitals, they told me that I had a temperature, and not only did I have a temperature, but I also had my vitals were off a little. And they said my blood pressure was probably up because of what was going on with me. And I never have a high blood pressure. So for my diastolic, which is the low of your blood pressure, to be in the 90s is not normal for me. I'm usually 60 and sometimes lower. So for that to be up, and I had a temperature of 102.2, which isn't anything to, it's bad, but I didn't figure it as that bad. So she said she checked my lungs, and when she listened to my lungs, she said that they were very quiet, and that let her know that something was wrong, because they were, like they say, when you listen to somebody's lungs and they say 99, 99, if it's clear, there's an issue. So she listened to my lungs, and she said they were very quiet, like she couldn't hear air moving through, and she just wanted to have me do an x-ray right quick just to see if they saw anything. So they did my x-ray, and then they had me go in the room, and they didn't shut the door behind me, so I could hear everything that the doctor was saying to her. And he was saying, oh my goodness, she has pneumonia. It's clear she has pneumonia. She has pneumonia in that side of her lungs, and that side of her lungs, patches of pneumonia. Can she breathe? What is her pulse ox? So she was telling him, yes, she don't have any symptoms to where she can't breathe. She has her pulse ox was, I think it was 96 or something, and she doesn't have any complaints of shortness of breath, but I do have it where I have to, as you can see, take in big breaths. And so she came in and told me that they were going to give me a shot of Rocephin, which they gave me a shot of Rocephin, and then they started me on a Medro pack for 6 days, and then I'm on a 7-day dose of a really strong antibiotic. So I go back to the urgent care tomorrow, and I guess if it hasn't cleared up any, they're going to admit me in the hospital. So you all pray for me that I won't have to be admitted in the hospital, because I just don't want to go to the hospital. I'm hoping that I'll be better tomorrow, and we can just handle it from there. So anyway, once I got the shot and everything, I went home and got into bed, and I have just been sweating profusely, so I'm assuming that I'm breaking this fever. But I've really been sweating a lot. I got up this morning, I had to wash my hair, wash all of the sheets, wash the couch, things on the couch. I had to wash everything, because everything I touch I'm sweating on, and I just don't want my family sick, even though I think my baby is sick and my husband was sick for a little while. But so those are my symptoms. So if you have symptoms of a temperature, you have pressure in your chest, like that you just can't get out of your chest, if you have a cold that lasts 3 weeks, I suggest look at what I've done to myself, and don't be like me. Go to the doctor right away, because the nurse practitioner said that it was possibly the flu that turned into pneumonia, because I didn't do anything about it when I first got sick. So that's a possibility. I don't know, but I'm just saying, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor and see if they can give you something so you'll be better. So if you have any other questions, I think I covered everything. You have what's in your chest, the fever, the headaches, the body that feels like you've ran miles and miles and miles and lift weights, and weakness, and that the headache is so bad it's unexplainable. If you have those symptoms and a temperature, I'm gonna say go to your doctor. At least call your doctor and tell them your symptoms, so that you won't end up with pneumonia and possibly in the hospital. So that's going to be it for me today, family. I just wanted to let you all know where I am, and I'll definitely let you know if I end up in the hospital. Hopefully not, but hopefully I'll be back with more videos on the things that I love, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.